Welcome to Learning with Board Games. This week we are playing Marvel Dice Masters, the new game from WizKids. And just in a little bit I'm going to be talking with my kids, and they're going to talk about how the game's played and what they think of the game, and then I will give my thoughts on the game and talk about some more of the more learning skills involved in the game and whether or not your kids can learn anything by playing this game. Hello, Egan and Quinn. So, what we have here is Marvel Dice Masters, a new game for us.
I thought it was first X-Men versus Avengers, then Marvel Dice.
I think you are correct. Could you guys explain for our audience how it is played?
Well, so first thing you do at the start of the game is you take you take your cards that you want, and all the dice of those cards have to add up to 10 to 20, and each player has to have the same amount of dice.
Okay, so you choose cards that have dice associated with them, and you each have to have the same amount.
Yep.
Okay, then what?
So then how you play is the first thing on your turn. I'll do it. Okay. You roll 4 dice. Draw and roll 4 dice. Yep. So I have a fist.
Okay.
Right here.
Maybe I'll show this up close here for you.
That's a fist. So it can help you buy fist characters. As this. You can see they've got a fist up in the corner by a number. The number is how many you need. The fist means that you need 1 fist, and the rest can be anything else. So after you roll your 4 dice, there's 5 types of symbols that you can get on here. Fists, lightning bolts, masks, and finally shields.
And those are all different types of energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and the question marks are miscellaneous.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then that's what you use to buy these things.
So you buy the die, right, associated with the card?
And then they'll give you even more fists or lightning or masks. You get dice from getting more expansion packs.
Okay.
Yeah, the base game comes with a few dice, and then we've bought like 8, 9, 12. 10, 12? Yeah, 12. That sounds about right. 12 packs, and each one comes with 2 characters and 2 dice for them. So some of these here come in the base game, some of them we got.
So once you roll and you've bought some other character dice, what happens when you roll the character dice?
Sometimes you battle with them, or they get the cost type. Yeah. Like this is fists.
So you get some more energy.
Yeah, and it goes fists. So let's say you bought a character, you put it in your use pile along with all the dice you used to buy it. But if let's say you drew this Deadpool and you roll this symbol, you have to pay 1 to buy it because it's got a 1 in the upper right corner. No, left corner, I think. Yeah, in the upper left corner. And it's the number in the upper right corner is its attack, and the lower right corner is its life and defense. It's just defense, but it acts as life.
So you can pay its cost to put them out into the field of battle, right?
It doesn't matter what type of energy you're using.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you can, what with them? Once they're in the field?
Once they're in the field, you can attack and defend. To attack, you declare who you're attacking. Then your opponent gets to choose who he's defending with. So, say Quinn's got this guy out, this Deadpool out, that I showed you earlier, and he's attacking me, and I have War Machine here.
Okay. And War Machine has a 5/6. It's hard to see.
So, Quinn's attacking me with his 3/7 Deadpool, and I've got a 5/6 War Machine. Let's say I wanted to block with War Machine. So he deal his 5 damage to the Deadpool. That doesn't kill the Deadpool. And then Deadpool would deal his 3 damage to War Machine. So that doesn't put him down to 0 life. Let's say I didn't want to block with War Machine. Deadpool would get through, deal his damage to the opponent, and then he'd go away. He'd die. Even if he wasn't killed by somebody.
He'd go into your used pile.
Yeah, but he wouldn't if he didn't deal the player damage.
Okay, so if he doesn't deal damage to the player, he stays in, or if he didn't die. Yeah.
So on these cards here, on the cards you've got you've got abilities, and sometimes they have global abilities, which anybody can use at any time.
Like some of these have globals, but we don't have any out that have globals.
Yeah. Not only the player that has the card, right, but anybody.
These are also actions. You can buy these. Anybody can buy these.
Those middle cards. Okay.
But only you can buy the cards that you picked.
Okay. So then the goal is to whittle your opponent down, his life down to 0. So it's very much like Magic the Gathering, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's Magic, and they said it was Magic and Couriers.
Yeah, it's like Magic and Couriers.
What do you guys think? I know you're big Couriers fans and big Magic the Gathering fans
not so
and
much
big
Couriers.
X-Men and Avengers fans. Well, maybe not you.
X-Men and Avengers. I don't really like Couriers.
Okay.
But I do like Magic.
So what do you think of this game?
I like it. I've won every time I've
7.
played, so that's part of the reason
Rank
why.
7.
I see there's lots of words on the cards. Did you guys learn any new words by reading these?
No.
Or did you know pretty much all of them?
Yeah, except for global. I knew that word, I just didn't know exactly how to spell it.
Okay.
That's what I guessed.
How about the math involved? There seems like there might be a good amount of math, like subtracting health and
people's
adding.
health.
Yeah.
But that's pretty easy.
You usually have to use leftover dice to make people's life, but we just used our dice that we got from Santa.
Your
1
D20
pound,
die?
Yeah, 1 pound of dice.
Yeah, that was
we got
very
a
nice of
pound
Santa.
dice from Santa. I'm going to save up for other things too.
Yeah, not that much. Maybe 70.
I don't think I've got $70.
65?
50. Let's go with 50.
Okay.
55.
All right.
Well, thanks
So,
for the
yeah,
breakdown of how the
that's
game's
really
played
good.
and your quick review.
Well, we just heard from Quinn and Egan about their thoughts on Marvel Master Dice Game, or Master, how does it go again? It's such a long title. Really? Do we need that long of a title? I mean, I guess it's a comic book thing, so it's adequate. Yeah, and they liked it. I liked it enough that they're willing to spend their not hard-earned, earned money? No. They're willing to spend money on more booster packs. I bought a few boosters, I'll admit, but after getting the 4th or 5th common that I already had, I kind of grew tired of it. It's basically the same reason I grew tired of buying more Magic cards. If you want to spend the money, you can get the cards you want. And that's the nature of the collectible game, but I'm not willing to spend money just to get a card that I want. It's not that, I'm not that into the game to do that. It's fun, don't get me wrong. Couriers is fun in the same way, but it's luck-based, and it's just kind of a game that you play to pass the time, to have fun with your kids. That's the way I look at it. Some people like it a lot more than that, which is fine, totally fine. I just don't. As far as some of the learning aspects go to this game, there's lots of text on these cards, and there's a lot of good reading to be learned. And in fact, that's basically how my kids learned how to read in the first place. Funny. I was struggling with teaching, especially the oldest, getting them to want to learn how to read. We were going through this reading textbook, and they just didn't want to do it. They didn't want to sit and learn how to read out of a textbook. And I was pulling hair to get them to do it every day. And this is early in our homeschooling career. And funny, interestingly enough, it was Magic the Gathering for the oldest, and then Couriers and Magic the Gathering for the youngest, that really got them into reading. They wanted to know what was on those cards, what they did. And they basically taught themselves how to read by reading Magic cards and Courier cards. And these are very similar to those, and can do the same thing for your kids. And then that also spurred them into writing
because they like to make their own cards and write their own text on the cards. And that's great. They're motivated, and that's what got them going. In fact, for our youngest, he got reading so early by doing magic cards and reading warrior cards that I just learned the other day that I never taught him the alphabet. Here I have a 7-year-old kid who doesn't know the alphabet. And at first I felt like, an inadequate homeschooling father, but then I thought about it. He doesn't know the alphabet, but he's reading at I don't know what grade level, way above his grade level. Why worry about it? And at the time that I found out he didn't know the alphabet, he wanted to know it because it was for some project he was doing on his own. So he was motivated to learn it, and he learned it within a few minutes. So here we could have, you spent, some parents, and in fact I did it for our oldest, spent many, many hours teaching their kids how to do the alphabet when they're younger. But if you just wait, maybe they'll, when they get older, they'll want to learn it and can learn it within a few hours or a few minutes because they're motivated to learn it. And that's the magic of a motivated learner, and you'll hear that a lot from me if you watch these videos. Besides reading, there's math, just basic math with dice attacking each other, like single-digit numbers minus other single-digit numbers, or single-digit numbers plus single-digit numbers. So even if your kid's not at a reading level, maybe this basic math would be at their level, and it could be helpful, and they'll have fun with that and learn at the same time. There's comic books theme here, so if your kids get interested in the game, or even if they're interested in comic books, maybe they get interested in the game or vice versa, and that can spur on more reading. And I'll probably add a few more comic book links that my kids enjoy to the notes. And if you have anything else to add, feel free to add them in the comments that I may be forgetting. Otherwise, I think that's it. Thanks for joining us.